2 is
and
underway.
both guys run into each other.
They were both trying to throw the same flying knee there almost. Welsh coming over the top, wading in. Lindsay seeming to be a little bit more willing to stand and trade with him now.
This is more what we thought the first round was going to be. Setting up the feint punch and
side
takedown himself.
He was trying to jump guard there, but just got taken down, basically thrown to the ground. Greg standing over him now, not really willing to go down into his guard.
That was a nice little punch there from Greg.
Definitely.
What's his name? Lindsay's working in half guard, looks like. Nice little elbow to the ribs. He's got to be careful those don't turn to 12-6 elbows, which are against the rules.
Lindsay just trying to bury his head in his chest here and keep him close so Greg can't do anything.
He's going to try and step out that little space in the back, try and take his back. Now not so much, but now he's locked up that guard, almost has a body. He's probably long enough to do a body lock from his guard.
Wouldn't be surprised. There's some long legs sticking out from underneath.
I think these are the 2 tallest featherweights I've seen in quite a while. And he's going for that sweep. He goes right in the full mount, and it looks like he's going for an arm triangle right away. He's got to get rid. He's got to try and lock that arm up a little bit higher so he can finish up that side choke.
Not impossible for Mount to get that arm triangle in there either.
No.
Might be better if he stepped off, but he could definitely do it for Mount as well.
No, he looks like he's pretty adamant about going for it. It is hard to finish. It does take a lot of strength and bicep strength. To use the leverage, it'd be nice for him to get off this side or at least knee on belly. And back into side control.
Greg doing a good job of getting his hips out from under there. Gonna try to lock down that leg now. And
Lindsay looks like he doesn't want to quite let go of that possible arm triangle quite yet. He can still pass through his left leg and easily pass the side control to finish it, but it is difficult, especially with that cage there. And back into full mount.
Welsh keeping busy from the bottom, elbows to the thighs.
They don't look like much, but they do hurt like hell. I make no bones about it. Those little knees and elbows to the legs, they do hurt.
The fight, absolutely. They've got to wear a guy down.
Definitely. Looks like that arm triangle is starting to get a little bit tighter and tighter.
It almost looks like he's able to get his sort of head pop out underneath if he could, but Lindsay's really just trying to ride into it, leaning into it now.
Yeah.
Space starting to look a bit red in there. Lindquist Visto keeping a close eye on the proceedings.
Greg's keeping that pressure. I wouldn't be surprised. Greg said he hated tapping in front of his home crowd. Oh, he's giving the thumbs up, which is kind of a thumbs down right now just because due to the position of the arm, but just to make sure show he's still in the fight.
He's probably not able to even give a verbal assent to keep going here at this point, so thumbs up is all he can muster, but he's willing to keep going. Lindsay Millikin doing his best to choke out
Greg Welsh. Greg Welsh still moving around. I'd be careful, that cage is what's keeping Lindsay from finishing off that arm triangle. It does look tight, and if he gets off to that side control, it could be a fight ender.
Still 90 seconds to go in this round. Plenty of time for Lindsay to work this. He's trying to just arch his back, put a bit more into it here. Greg obviously still able to breathe, not losing consciousness from the blood flow either yet, so Lindsay doesn't have it quite sunk in there.
Oh, and you see Greg still moving, and he's trying to almost position himself on purpose, it looks like, into that corner so he can't just pass off easily and finish that side choke.
Lindsay's got his arms locked there and trying to jump across to that side and lock it down even tighter.
That is the danger of just jumping in. A lot of people recommend you slide the leg over and then transition slowly into that side choke so you can finish. So.
Fans get a little restless. They prefer to see this go back to their feet, but Lindsay Millikin looks like he's possibly close to finishing this fight.
That might be a cause for the boo as well, That's
the fight is over.
Oh, right in the middle of the scene.
Clarvista decided to stand them back up. Greg Welsh still good to go. Greg waiting back in there.
There's his mouth guard.
Body kick knocked his mouth guard right out.
Greg opening mouth, almost expecting Len to just put it in and let the kid
stick it right back in.
There we go.
Visto gets it back in.
He's ready to go. Greg's got to work that underhook a little bit higher right in that armpit so he doesn't get turned up again, Lindsay's doing a good job of keeping that body low and working for that takedown. Definitely steal this round. Well, not necessarily steal this round.
Great round again. Fans got a little bit restless, but we had a good stand-up war at the beginning of that, and then it turned into another jiu-jitsu battle on the ground.